The time is now 4 o'clock.
Welcome to PFM News at 4. I'm Claire Kim. South Korea's Supreme Court has overturned a lower court's acquittal of Democratic Party presidential candidate Lee Jae-myung in an election law violation case, sending it back to the Seoul High Court for retrial. The Supreme Court's full bench ruled today that Lee's remarks about the late Kim Moon-gi, a former Seongnam Development Corporation official, and the Baekhyun-dong land zoning issue amounted to spreading false information under Article 250 of the Public Official Election Act. The court said the appellate ruling misunderstood key legal principles and that Lee's statements, including his claim that a golf photo with Kim was fabricated and that the land ministry had pressured the city government, were untrue. Lee was indicted in 2021 for falsely claiming on TV that he didn't know a former city official and alleging government pressure over a land project. He was initially convicted but later acquitted on appeal. However, the Supreme Court overturned the acquittal, citing public interest and the impact on his candidacy. Lee will now face retrial at the Seoul High Court, which must follow the Supreme Court's ruling of guilt. Prosecutors announced today that former President Yoon Suk-yeol has been indicted for abuse of power over his failed attempt to impose martial law. The indictment comes 3 months after Yoon was first charged with leading an insurrection, making him the first sitting president in South Korean history to be indicted under detention. He was later removed from office by the Constitutional Court. According to prosecutors, Yoon ordered soldiers and police to block the National Assembly on December 3rd to prevent lawmakers from voting down his martial law declaration. He is accused of conspiring with former Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun to declare an unconstitutional state of emergency despite no signs of war or national crisis. Prosecutors say they have secured sufficient evidence and requested the court to merge the abuse of power charge with Yoon's ongoing insurrection trial. In local news, ahead of the June 3rd presidential election, governors and mayors from Yeongnam and Honam gathered in Changwon to call for an end to political division and promote national unity. Busan Mayor Park Kyung-jun joined leaders from 7 other cities and provinces, pledging support for regional cooperation and key events like the APEC summit in Gyeongju and Jeonju's 2036 Olympic speed. Busan proposed creating a new ministry for population and regional balance and called for a special law to support its Global Hub City initiative. 16 regional projects were submitted as joint election pledges, and South Jeolla's governor was selected to chair next year's cooperation body. To celebrate Children's Day on May 5th, the Busan Metropolitan City Office of Education is organizing family-friendly events across the city. The main event will be held at 10 a.m. at the Busan Cinema Center, featuring a scenic magic show, a K-pop dance contest for kids, and a global culture fair. There will also be hands-on activities like pet-friendly games, craft workshops, board games, and caricature drawing. Additional programs, including children's musicals, mini Olympics, and art experience like eco bag making and chalk art will take place at education centers and public libraries. In international news, Russian drones have killed at least 2 people and injured another 5 in a sustained attack on the Ukrainian city of Odessa. Residential high-rise buildings, a supermarket, and school were damaged. Elsewhere in Ukraine, the mayor of Kharkiv said a drone has struck a petrol station in the city center, and explosions were also heard in the city of Sumy. And now for today's weather. The current weather in Busan is cloudy with occasional rain, and the temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. As of 2:30 p.m. today, a strong wind advisory has been issued for western, central, and eastern Busan. The temperature will average around 15 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Murphy's Law means that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. In contrast, Sally's Law is about encountering good fortune and positive outcomes, even in tough situations. In reality, these outcomes often depend on how we choose to think. Even something unpleasant can lead to good things if we keep a positive mindset. So, how about today? May today be your day. It's the day when everything works out and everything you try just turns out right. Well, hello there everybody, my name is Nick and welcome to For Your Busan. Let's kick things off with Roller Coaster by NMIXU.
Can't you see 여기 모여봐 chemistry 가능하다니 Choice on me 사람들 속에 우린 호기심을 느껴 그래 더 가까이 상상 같은지 바짝 긴장해 babe 좋아 어디로 튈지 모르는 나의 달든 마음을 You should try 잡아봐 Brad Pitt and Dallas Romeo and Juliet 비슷한 beauty 그래 여기 너의 자리 고심장이 터질 듯 맞춰버릴 듯 어쩌 네 느낌 한치 앞도 모르지 Shooting star roller coaster right 우린 바람을 갈라 So incredible Why you make me feel so high 나나나 지금 기분이 어때 How incredible Let's ride the tempo Going down going up with you 가장 높이 올랐어 너무 선별종과 그 중에 별 하나 Here my dear Shooting star roller coaster right 우린 바람을 갈라 So incredible Fire make me feel so high 나나나 지금 기분이 어때 How incredible Let's ride 꽉 잡아 Going down going up with you 가장 높이 올랐어 처음 같은 느낌 적응이 잘 안 돼 말처럼 빠져 돌아가 특별한 오늘의 만남을 기억해 Don't forget Shooting star roller coaster right 우린 바람을 갈라 So incredible Don't make me feel so high 나나나 지금 기분이 어때 오늘 저전처럼 난 번쩍 노는다 환상적인 순간에 사로잡혀서 소년이를 돋은 채로 거칠게 숨을 쉬어 해성대로 밟고 선명했던 꿈 Roller coaster right 우린 바람을 갈라 So incredible
That was Roller Coaster by NMIXU, welcoming you to For Your Busan this Thursday afternoon. My name is Nick, and welcome sincerely one and all to the show. Now, what kind of day is today? Just looking out the window, I think miserable comes first to mind. It's very overcast. It looks like it's about to rain. Definitely a contrast from the previous few days of weather we've been having. However, spirits are up, regardless of the weather. I hope you're having a good day. Now, for some, it might be the start of a long weekend, and for others, a well-deserved day off. And, of course, some people are at work today. If you happen to have some free time, this is the perfect day to maybe go out, and maybe not go outside, but go out to catch a movie. Maybe go to the cinema, have something nice to eat, and imagine if you could do it all for free? Well, if you're in Busan, that's exactly what you could do, because today marks the grand opening of Cine Museum on the second floor of the Busan Museum of Movies in Junggu District. Cine Museum, a blend of cinema and museum, offers immersive, movie-themed experiences and reinterprets the identity and history of the city of film, Busan, through time. Now, visitors can watch movies and enjoy various games through photo zones too. From today until May the 6th, admission is free, and guests can take part in various events as well. Now, with this new space, Busan's charm as a film city is expected to gain even more traction and even more attention from locals and international visitors alike, while growing into a unique cultural hub. Love a good movie, and I'm very glad that we live in the city of movies in Korea. I actually went to the Short Film Festival a few days ago, saw some pretty good movies. Now, they were movies from, I think I saw a movie from, one was from Germany, one was from China, and one was from Poland. And all three of them were very good, about 20 or 30 minutes each. So lots of great opportunities for movies here. And it's great to see lots of love coming through on the chatting channels that we have here. We have Chae Sung-nim saying, good afternoon. It's raining right now. Seems to be raining all around the country because Chae Sung-nim lives in Pohang. I'm in Busan, and it's, I don't know if it's raining, but it might be about to rain. We also had Soy-nim saying, how's the weather in Busan? It's been raining here all day long. And Soy-nim is in Seoul. So think about it. We've got Seoul, Busan까지, and even Pohang. It's all raining. It's all gloomy weather. Looks like we're going through this as a nation. So there you go. But let's try and be happy nonetheless. Welcome to the show, everyone, as well. Benny Nim saying 1등. Happy May and happy Thursday. It is the 1st of May. Crazy stuff. But still, May's a nice month. The weather should be getting warmer anytime soon. 소희님 came in with second place. 2등 출석합니다. Nick, 안녕하세요. Good to see you. Quite early today, 소희님. I hope you're having a nice day and enjoy avoiding the bad weather. We have Solomon, or Solomon, how do I pronounce it? T. Solomon or Solomon? Regardless, saying 3등. Welcome to the show, Solomon-님. If this is your first time, 반갑습니다. It's good to meet your... Is it meet your acquaintance or make your acquaintance? Good to make your acquaintance. I think I could be wrong. Also, 소희님 saying, 와, 너무 좋네요. 폴란드 영화 궁금해요. 게다가 전부 무료라니. Well, the Poland festival, the film festival I went to, you had to buy tickets, and it's finished now. But it was a good experience and very reasonably priced. Also saying, 오늘만큼은 정말 영국 날씨 같아요. It is. Oh, actually, whoa, in the last 5 seconds, it got even darker outside my window. I'm not liking this. Hopefully it'll be over soon. But yeah, it is quite reminiscent of a gloomy day in England somewhere. But these days, I think England doesn't have too bad weather these days. I don't know. Climate around the world is fluctuating quite a lot. Benny Nim saying, May is my birth month. May the 20th. Wow. 20 days away, I get 19 days away. I'll try and remember it. If I don't remember it, Benny Nim, just remind us, and we'll play special birthday songs for you. Chae Sung-nim saying, it's raining cats and dogs. It is. It is literally almost raining cats and dogs. At least probably where you are. It looks like it's about to rain cats and dogs here. Well, everyone, I want to ask you a question about movies today. Our text topic is, what is your life film? And that's Konglish, right? We don't say life film. 나의 인생 영화는 무엇일까요? 여러분의 인생 영화를 알려주세요가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. Now, 인생 영화 is like, what's this, your favorite movie of all time? Yeah, favorite movie of all time. One that sticks in your head throughout your life, that you can always watch again. I have a few. I think I have a list. WALL-E is up there as one of them. I also like... what is it? What's the one with Scarlett Johansson and Bill Murray? Lost in Translation. I like that one. 사랑도 통역이 될까? I think is the Korean one. I love that movie for some reason. I have no idea why. So let me know your 인생 영화, your favorite movie of all time. We've got English Wikinim. Hello, welcome to the show, saying, "'Tis raining a lot in Namgu." That's good to know. Okay, then it's going to be making its way towards Centum if it hasn't already. Jin Lee Nim saying, hi Nick and lovely everyone. That's a nice way to say hello. Drift Monkey Nim, welcome to the show, Jin Lee Nim as well. Hope you're having a dry day. Drift Monkey Nim saying, yeah, Wall-E is good. Wall-E is, I would say, in my opinion, it's the best 픽뱅 영화. I think Incredibles is pretty good, and Monsters Inc. is also up there. But still, it's all personal opinion. Okay, let me know. Send your messages to #9050, 샵 9010, which will cost you 101, Kakao Talk message, or YouTube comment. Now, in the first half of the show, we're going to have Busan Times, then we're going to have Nick's Deep Dive and Buglisi Challenge, and then in the second half, we'll have On the Mic, Busan Quizmaster, and We Are Family in Busan. Lots of stuff coming your way. Make sure you stick around. We're going to take a request song by Benny Nim. This is Dance Dance by Day 6. No, that's not. Oh, that's later. Sorry. We're going to take a quick logo break. Don't go anywhere.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. I think I just saw some lightning outside. Did you see that? I swear it just flashed blue outside.
It's really dark.
Maybe I'm overreacting. I swear I saw a flash of blue light. Anyway, sorry. Hello, Claire. Welcome to the show. It is time for Busan Times, and Claire is here to give us the lowdown on everything in the city.
Hello, everyone.
Now,
May 1st is here.
It is. It is May already. Hard to believe. But the weather is gloomy outside. Time is going fast. But we're talking about movies today.
Oh, okay.
What is your 인생 영화?
인생 영화.
The best movie of all time?
There's few. One is 인생은 아름다워. Life is beautiful.
Okay.
That one. And Monsters Inc.
Monsters, that's a classic. Absolute classic. Yeah.
I don't know why it made me cry when Boo said goodbye forever.
At the end.
I don't know, that scene is just stuck in my head.
But then,
so sad.
You know what happens at the end?
Yeah.
I won't spoil it.
It's fine.
24 years later. But still. I thought Monsters Inc. was such an ingenious idea. Kids are scared of monsters under the bed, in the wardrobe. And to have a whole company dedicated, I thought it was genius.
It's so good.
Amazing. We had some more messages coming in. We had... Let's see, quite a lot actually. English Wikinim saying, absolute favourite movie, Arrival, the best sci-fi flick ever. Yeah, I've seen Arrival. I think that came out 2016 or so. It's that giant egg-shaped spaceship just lands on Earth, and they have to find out why it's there. It's quite a deep movie.
I think I saw that.
Are you a sci-fi fan or?
A bit, little bit.
A bit. Okay, fair enough. Drift Monkey Nim saying Wall-E hits different. It does. Wall-E is classic. Juliet Nim as well, welcome to the show, saying Ningnim and Poil Busan is definitely romance approved. Oh, wow, okay. Hello, everybody. Pine pollen washed away. Yeah. That's a good point, actually. With this weather, the pollen is hopefully disappearing.
Please.
I swear, every time I look out of the window, the weather is changing.
I haven't seen any.
Isn't it like white? I can't see. It's like ange.
It is a very foggy.
That wasn't there 5 minutes ago.
No.
I think I'm losing my mind.
No, you're
I'm not losing my mind. Benny Nim saying Toy Story and Monsters Inc. is favourite life movie. Good stuff. All right, we'll read some more. But first, it's time to go into the news of Busan. Right?
So May 1st is here. For many of you, that means a well-deserved day off. Whether you're lounging at home or out for a stroll, maybe not right this weather.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So, quick history quiz. Why is Labor Day... This is cheating because you wrote this. Why is Labor Day celebrated on May the 1st?
Because we owe a lot to the workers' movement of the 1800s. It started in the US with calls for an 8-hour workday and overtime. May 1st became a symbol of global solidarity for workers' rights. Now it's a public holiday in over 160 countries.
And that explains why many people could have extra sleep this morning. And while we're keeping things light, Busan has been busy. There's been a lot happening behind the scenes.
Yes, from a major financial Special Performance Award to a new fertility support program and a huge development project in Dongnaegu district. It's been a productive week for the city.
Okay, let's jump into the first one.
So we're kicking things off with a win for Busan's financial management. The city has just been named one of the top performing local governments in Korea when it comes to budget spending, specifically for the first quarter of 2025.
So that sounds like something government insiders might care about, but then why should the rest of us normal folk be excited?
Because it means Busan is putting money to work quickly and effectively, especially in ways that boost the local economy. The faster those funds go into projects, services, and investments, the sooner people benefit from them. And that's especially important during uncertain economic times.
Got it. So how is this measured?
The Ministry of the Interior and Safety runs a national fiscal performance review. Cities are scored on how well they manage and execute their budgets, focusing on how quickly they get funding into action.
And then I guess Busan scored high?
Very high. In quarter one, the city executed over 6.34 trillion won in spending. That pushed our execution rate to 41.8%, which is 6.8 percentage point higher than the national target of 35%.
So that's a huge jump. Didn't just meet the goal, passed it by quite a large margin.
Exactly. And because of that, the city was awarded 320 million won in special grants called 특별교부세. Think of it as a financial bonus from the national government for doing things right.
And where is that money going?
So it can be used to support more projects across the city, from infrastructure and transportation to welfare and public services.
So the districts got involved too, I guess?
They did. Bukgu district was named a top performer among the district offices, and 13 other districts, including Busan Jingu, Dongnaegu, and Sahagu districts, were recognized as excellent, collectively earning another 620 million won in special funding.
So the reward isn't just for high-level city planning, it goes all the way down to neighborhoods.
Exactly. It shows that the whole system is working from city hall to district offices, and that's good news for all of us.
Definitely so. I wonder if we'll get to see any of that. The moolah money.
Soon.
Maybe someday. Okay, now you did mention earlier there's fertility news. What's that about?
So Busan has just launched a fertility preservation support program for people who are facing medical treatments that may result in permanent infertility.
So we're talking about people going through chemotherapy or radiation or other major surgeries, right?
Yes, that's right. These treatments can damage reproductive cells, but thanks to this new program, people can freeze their eggs or sperm ahead of time with financial support from the city.
Wow, that's powerful. So what kind of support are we talking about here?
Women can receive up to 2 million won and men up to 300,000 won to help cover costs like pre-procedure testing, the freezing process, and storage fees.
Wow. So who qualifies for this?
That's the great part. No restrictions on age, income, or marital status. If a doctor says your fertility is at risk due to upcoming medical treatment, you're eligible.
That's incredibly inclusive, I think.
Applications are open now. Just visit your local public health center, and starting in June, you'll also be able to apply online through ehealth.go.kr.
Okay. Are there any deadlines?
Yes, applicants need to apply within 6 months of the egg or sperm collection date, and support is one time only, so timing matters.
So this is one of those policies that feels really personal. But it is great to see the city recognizing it as a public issue too.
Totally agree. It's about protecting future options, even during difficult health journeys.
For sure. Great news, definitely, because people do go through these awful diseases and...
It's not openly discussed.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's nice that this is quite out in the open and this support is there. Okay, what have we got for our third part of news?
So Dongnaegu district is set to build a brand new life complex center, 생활복합센터, in Nakmin-dong on the site of the old temporary district office.
What kind of center are we talking about?
Oh, well, a 6-floor multi-use facility facility with one basement level covering about 7,870 square meters. It'll include a library, cultural center, family support services, childcare center, and a lifelong learning center.
So it's basically a full community hub with everything.
Exactly, and the project just passed the second stage of the Central Local Finance Investment Review, a key approval process by the Ministry of the Interior and Safety.
Ooh, sounds serious.
It is. These reviews ensure big budget projects are both necessary and feasible. Phase 2 comes after the design is finalized, just to double check everything.
Okay, and what's the timeline for this?
Demolition of the old site is already underway. Once that's done and they finish pre-construction steps like soil testing and cultural site checks, construction is expected to start later this year. The goal is to finish by December 2027.
All right, big things ahead for the 동래구 district.
Yep, and a great example of long-term investment in local communities.
Great stuff. So this is it for today's Labor Day edition of Busan Times. We had responsible spending, fertility care, and community infrastructure. So it seems the city is working behind the scenes, even when some of us, not me, not Claire,
Not me.
and not UPD, are having a day off.
Exactly. It's a day to rest and appreciate the progress made by working people and the services that keep communities strong.
Great stuff. Claire, thank you so much for bringing us this great news, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yes, sure you do.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone, we are going to take a quick song break and then we'll be back. This was requested by Benny Nim, Dance Dance by Day 6.
남이 뭐라든 신경 끄고 my way 넌 지금 뭐 Come on baby 숨지 마 지금 노래 올려줄래 아무 생각 안 들 때까지 oh yeah 근데 넌 뭐 Come on baby 네 몸이 반응하는 대로 작정하고 널 준비해 쏟매는 것도 농체 준비해 가볍게 살짝 몸만 풀어줘 baby 작정하고 널 준비해 갈 때는 오늘 절대로 후회 없게 yeah. This dance with me Everybody 1, 2, 3 손발이 가만히 아니게 마음껏 미쳐봐 This dance with me 어지러울 때까지 너의 내적 댄스 오늘이 마지막인 듯이 즐겨 커피 땜땜 막지 않을 테니 오늘 즐긴 댄생 말아도 돼 이불 속에 들어갈 땐 baby 습관은 그 기분이 흐른 날길 지금 이 기분을 잊지 않길 바라는 맘에 나와 즐겨줬으면 했어 You can have a good morning 작정하고 널 준비해 쏟매는 것도 농체 준비해 가볍게 살짝 몸만 풀어도 baby 작정하고 널 준비해 갈 때는 오늘 절대로 후회 없게 yeah. This dance with me Everybody 1, 2, 3 손발이 가만히 아니게 마음껏 미쳐봐 This dance with me 어지러울 때까지 산다
세계 탐구생활. Take a look at your feet. What kind of shoes are you wearing? These days, it's rare to see people wearing dress shoes on the streets. Why is that? Not long ago, dress shoes were considered a must-have item for office workers in Korea. But since the pandemic, workplace culture has become more flexible, and casual attire has taken over, making sneakers and athletic shoes the new go-to for commuting. This shift is also reflected in sales trends. Major domestic shoe brands have seen their revenues drop to nearly half of what they were 5 years ago. As dress shoe brands have faded, running shoes and sneaker brands have taken their place. With more people prioritizing health after the pandemic, the running shoe market has rapidly expanded. And it's not just about shoes. Have you noticed how rare shoe repair shops have become? The small street-side cobbler shops that used to repair shoes are disappearing too. Workplace dress codes have become more relaxed, and younger generations are embracing more personalized office looks. Times are changing, and so are our thoughts, and our appearance changes along with them. Who knows what kind of shoes will be in trend in the future? Yeah, I haven't worn dress shoes myself in... Well, I wore them fairly recently, but special occasions, right? I don't wear them just on a normal day. I'm more of a trainer's 운동화 kind of guy. Much more comfortable. Anyway, welcome back everyone to the show. It is 4:31 in the afternoon. You're listening to For Your Busan. My name is Nick. And it's a special birthday to Jenny, who's in New Zealand right now, celebrating her birthday, saying May the 1st is my B-Day. Well, happy birthday to you, Jenny Nim, from across the pond. I hope you're celebrating it well. Driftmonkey Nim, 센스가 있는 분이신 것 같은데요, said, finally in your 20s. You know how to really make people feel good, Driftmonkey Nim. That's a good tactic. Well, not tactic, a good quality to have, I think. Happy birthday sincerely, though, and we do have a special song for you coming soon. We do also have some messages related to today's text topic. Now, today's topic is about movies. It's about your favorite movies of all time. 네, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요. 나의 인생 영화는 여러분의 인생 영화를 알려주세요. What is your best movie of all time? I had a few coming in. We had Soynim saying 전 너무 많아요. Arrival, Les Grands Bleus, I think that's how you pronounce it. Lost in Translation, Before Sunrise, Little Miss Sunshine, Elizabethtown, A Secret Life of Walter Mitty, 너무 많죠. Those are great movies. Those are quite classy movies, a lot of them, I think. That's a good taste, I think. And I like Lost in Translation that was included in there too. Yeah, there are too many movies that I love to be included, in the top 5. But that's a good list, I think. Some people were saying Mad Max. Was it Jinli Nim saying Mad Max? Jinli Nim, is that your favorite movie? Mad Max Fury Road? I didn't take that. For someone with a lot of inner peace, Mad Max is a very violent movie. But it's an entertaining movie, for sure. I quite like the Mel Gibson originals from the 80s, Mad Max and Thunderdome and things like that. Good taste. Good taste. 진리님, then saying, 인생 영화는 많지만 광고 보자마자 보기로 결정한 Begin Again. Okay, that's very different from Mad Max. Begin Again is a romance movie, I believe. But there you go. You can like lots of different styles of movie, for sure. We had 허성범님, welcome to the show, saying 그동안 이 근무하느라 For Your 부산 못 들었는데 오늘은 근로자의 날이라서 회사 쉬어서 들어와 보네요. Welcome to the show, 허성범님. I do see you from time to time, but I'm glad you've got the day off. Relax, enjoy your day. The weather is terrible, so enjoy it in a warm and dry place. But thank you for coming to say hello. And saying hello as well, we are 도란뿌님. Welcome back, saying hello. Hello to you too. Hope you're having a good day. Do you have a favorite movie of all time? 인생 영화가 있나요? Let me know. Just a bit of fun. There's nothing serious about telling us your favorite movies, right? We had... okay. 허성범님 said 제 인생 영화는 Ben-Hur. Love Actually 좋아해요. Ben-Hur and Love Actually are two very different movies, right? Ben-Hur, quite an old classic, which is a classic for sure. Love Actually, though, classic. But not classic, not old classic, but good classic. Both great movies. Thanks for your sharing and for your suggestion. Keep sending your messages in. What is your favorite movie of all time? 나의 인생 영화는 무엇인가요? Send them to pound 9050, sharp 9050, which will cost you 101, a KakaoTalk message, or a YouTube live comment. Now, we're going to take a song break. This was requested by Soinem for Jenny, which it is her birthday. So happy birthday to you. This is 1st of May by the Bee Gees.
When I was small and Christmas trees were tall, we used to laugh while others used to play. Don't ask me why, but time has passed us by. Someone else moved in from far away. Now we are tall and Christmas trees are small, and you don't ask the time of day. But you and I, our love will never die. But guess who cried come 1st of May? The apple tree that grew for you and me, I watched the apples falling one by one, and I recall the moment of them all, the day I kissed your cheek and you were gone. Now we are tall and Christmas trees are small, and you don't ask the time of day. But you and I, our love will never die. But guess who cried come 1st of May? When I was small and Christmas trees were tall, do 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 do.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 4:37 in the afternoon, and joining us on this kind of grisly, miserable day is a ray of sunshine. It's Effie. Hello. How you doing?
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's raining a lot outside. Hope everyone is doing fine.
Yeah. It's hope everyone bought an umbrella. I didn't, so I don't know how I'm going to get home. But that's a 1 hour later problem.
I guess it's going to be okay. I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's gonna. I haven't checked the weather actually.
Okay. It's all right. I'll just see. I'll just go with the flow. That's what I do. Anyway, how are you doing these days?
I'm doing great. I'm not a big fan of spring, but I can feel that spring is like kind of soon it will be over.
Yes.
Because of the rain. Whenever it rains this much, it means that there will be some weather change, I think.
Interesting.
Don't you think so?
I guess it could be.
That.
It is May, so it is beginning the transition to summer.
Yes, right.
Okay, which is good because my allergies are going crazy.
Mine too.
Yeah. So before we dive into the segment, I want to ask you today's text topic. What is your 인생 영화? What is your favorite movie of all time? Top movie or movies?
I would definitely say Constantine.
Oh, the Keanu Reeves? The Demon Slayer movie? Wow,
yes.
That's like 2002 or something.
That's one of my favorite.
Really? Are you a Keanu Reeves fan? Is that why? Or is
I think
you like the movie?
I don't know if I like his appearance, but I like his acting for sure.
Oh, really? I never hear people say they like his acting because he's very. I think he's. I like him as an actor. But a lot of people say he has one emotion for all of his movies. Like, we gotta stop the bus.
But I like
slay the
that part,
demon.
actually.
It's kind of 멋있어요. I think too.
Oh, it's
Good
stunning.
movie for sure. We had Jenny-nim saying 저 최애 영화는 레브레터. Never heard
Love
of that.
letter.
Is it love letter or love letter? Is it a love letter? Okay. And then saying a Titanic. 그리고 최고의 한국 영화는 Oldboy. That is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite Korean movie. You seen Oldboy?
I've watched it once, but
Yeah.
I don't really remember the story. I know the kind of outline of
Yeah.
the story, but
Yeah.
like not in detail.
It's very gruesome, but it's
Gruesome.
good. Yeah. Juliet Nim wishing you a lovely, very graphic hello. She just basically said some nice things and said hello, Effie. So, all right,
Thank you.
It's time to dive into today's segment, Buglisi Challenge. This is where we listen to hints given by people, and we have to guess what they're talking about.
Yes, as always, there will be 3 people describing 3 different things, and then there will be 3 clips per person. And this week, the theme is going to be very similar to last week's. If you guys remember it, it's
Yeah.
going to be outdated office items.
Outdated office items.
That's all that I can.
Okay.
Once it was they were very common at work,
Yeah.
and now they're mostly somehow gone.
Huh.
And let's.
I'm
in
curious
most
as to,
countries.
I think I can think of one, but we have to listen to the hints first. We just want to make it clear now these hints were given by various people.
Various people, different age and gender background.
Yeah, it's not easy to, speak a second language in recording
right,
or on
definitely.
air. So, this utmost respect to everybody
Yes.
who is given their voices for this recording.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're not learning a language to be perfect. We're learning to
no.
communicate with people.
Exactly.
So that's the most important part always.
All right, we have hints. Shall we listen to the first hint?
Yes, let's
Okay,
dive in.
let's do it.
These days, people use it less, but it is still in use. It is square-shaped. It can send signals.
So it's daily used, or was daily used. It's square-shaped,
Square shape.
and it has news. It gives you the news.
It's square shaped, and then it can actually it can be used.
Oh, it can be used.
It can be
Square-shaped.
used by many people.
But it's not used today. I'm gonna.
Not used today.
뭘까요? I'm gonna take a hint. 계산기.
Yes.
People use that today.
Calculator. Oh, that's also one of outdated office items.
Yeah, I guess people use their phones now.
Yes, you're right.
I
Do you
haven't-
have one, perhaps?
I mean, I did when I was a kid. The one with syntax, whatever, all the complicated algebra.
Oh, yeah.
I-
Back in college years and high school years, right?
haven't touched it. I think I burnt it. I hate maths, so.
Calculators? No.
Not a calculator.
Yep, nope.
Send your guesses in everyone to pound 9050 sharp 900 cost you 101 Kakao message or YouTube live message. We've got 2 more hints for this one.
Yes.
So let's listen to the second hint.
It can read words and pictures. It can eat paper.
It can read words and pictures.
It can. Yeah, it can read words and pictures.
Camera.
Camera. What does? It's not out. Was it outdated? Can you say
Black
that?
and white camera.
Camera is not the
It's
answer.
not camera. Okay. I think I might know what it is, and I think I'm very confident because I don't want to say it right now.
You're very confident. Like,
Yeah.
how confident are you?
I'm 84.3%.
84. Okay. Oh, that's.
We have Drift Monkey and him saying newspaper. That's not outdated. I know loads of people
Yeah.
that still read the newspaper.
Yeah. Still.
Benny Nim also saying newspaper.
Newspaper.
Is that an office item?
It is. It is.
Okay.
And in some countries, these things are still used.
Okay. All right then. Keep sending your guesses in, everyone. We've got another hint, right?
Yes.
Let's listen.
It used to be a communication necessary between companies.
Okay. I'm guessing it rhymes with tax.
You're sure about it?
I'm just guessing. Because the thing is, though, if it's what I'm thinking it is, they stopped using these in the UK when I was born.
Oh, when you were born.
And then when I came to Korea, people still used it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
In Japan, still.
In Japan, I heard
they still.
they insist on using it.
Yep.
Even though
Because
there's
for
so many more
safety.
newer technologies.
Yeah,
I guess
right.
safety
Safety issue.
encryption. Okay. Now we have a lot of messages coming
Japan is like very obvious, I think.
in. Yeah,
too.
for sure. It has a lot of buttons on it. Makes weird noises.
Square shape.
Square shaped, I
You
guess.
can read words and pictures.
Chaesungnim says camera. It's not camera. Is it? It's not.
It's a machine, by the way.
It's a machine now. We have Manakdo Yonganim,
Manakdo saying
and
that.
Bennynim all saying 팩쓰기계, fax machine.
Yes.
Of course, fax machine. Do we
Great.
have one in the office here?
I think I've seen.
Do we? Yeah, UPD says we
one
do
or
have
two.
one. Do we use it a lot?
Yeah, sometimes.
For what? For
Sometimes.
what? What do we use it for?
To send documents.
Send
the
documents. These days, what do people do? They just scan it with their.
Their phone and then just send via their email.
I hate it when government places ask me to send via fax only. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not from the 1900s, you know, like.
What if I don't have the fax
Yeah.
in my place?
Exactly. 소희님 says 쓸 때도 이런 불편한 걸 왜 쓰나 하는 생각을 하곤 했죠. We have 최승님 saying 타자기. It's over now, 최승님. But
We're gonna move
try
on
for the
to-
next one. 타자기, we still use keyboards, don't we?
What?
Oh, typewriter.
Typewriter. We don't see
Ooh.
them anymore.
We don't see that many. Hopefully that's not an answer for later. All right, we've got two more items to guess.
Yes.
Well done to Manakdo Yonganim, Soinim and Bennynim.
Great.
Let's listen to the next hint for the second one.
Hello, my name is Yunjae. It was used by many people in the past. It bends easily and has various colors.
You know what's really interesting and annoying when young kids, they talk about objects from the 90s when it's like this 고전의 기계, you know, I'm like this like, old machine. Like, it's not that old, mate. You know,
But
I
you
saw
know
it.
those keys, they have never seen
I
them.
know. You show them a floppy disk or an old telephone with a wire.
Yeah.
그런 것도
Old
있나요?
fat telephone with wire.
Yeah, it makes me feel so old. But okay, so I forgot what he said. Can you remind us? What did he say?
Should we listen to the hint one more time?
Can we listen to it one more time? The first hint, one more time, because yeah, I was talking too much.
Hello, my name is Yunjae. It was used by many people in the past. It bends easily and has various colors.
It bends easily.
Yeah, it bends easily.
Ooh. What do you bend
Not
in a workplace? My back. Yeah, Holly. I'm thinking stapler.
stapler.
Check, check. It's not a stapler.
Good guess. No.
Okay. Benny Nim says we scan via printers now. That's true. We've been doing that for a while, and then just emailing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
email. That's better than fax. Why? Email is the main
I
one.
agree, definitely.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why they're asked. What would be the reason why still some
People are stuck in their ways. You know, stubbornness.
stubbornness?
Yeah. Okay, so all right, I have no idea. It's many colors, bendable.
Yes.
Let's listen to another hint.
Yep. Sure.
This is scale-shaped. It's used to store information.
It's square shaped.
Yes.
It's bendable. I would say it's a Rubik's cube. Cube. There you go. A
No,
Rubik's cube. Many
It's
colors.
it's not outdated office item, right? It
I know.
must be an office item.
Yeah, 만학도 형님 saying 고무줄. I guess, but that was before the hint where it was square. I think I know.
I think you know.
I think it had 12 megabytes of storage. Maybe.
I'm not sure how
Around
much.
12. You don't know megabyte.
I mean, I do know megabyte, but I'm not really sure about the exact.
Like our phones these days are like maybe 500 gigabytes.
yeah, gigabyte.
I think these, if it's what I'm thinking of, are 12 megabytes.
Is that 12?
That's very low. Yeah. So when I'm saying chiuge, people use chiuges these days, don't they?
I still use it.
She's still using
I'm
it. There you
still
go.
using them.
She's stuck in the past, Effie is.
For sure.
Benny Nim saying puncher, like a hole puncher.
Puncher.
I haven't used one of those since I was a kid. Hole punch, you know, it makes little holes in the documents. And then you put the ring through it.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Is that it?
No,
Okay.
you actually have mentioned it.
Okay. Soinim
answer.
says CD. English Wikinim saying, if it's a floppy, it's 1.44 megabytes. Oh, is it 1.44? I thought it was 12. I guess I was overestimating it. Benny Nim says floppy disk. English Wikinim says floppy disk. That was the answer. A floppy disk.
You have mentioned it earlier.
Benny Nim saying USB. People...
USB.
I guess everything is
use
digital
USB.
now. It's all like through the cloud.
Oh, you don't use USB anymore?
I don't personally. I just
Oh, you don't personally
email
use
everything.
them.
Yeah. All right. Well, we had one more hint. Did we not?
Well, but we have already know the answer, so
We
is that
should listen.
necessary?
We should listen to his last hint to see if it was a good one.
Okay, sure.
It's used on a computer. This is similar to a city.
This guy,
Similar to a city.
I feel like this kid, he grew up in the 90s. He speaks so confidently about it. He's a very smart kid.
Yes, I bet probably he made these sentences with his father, I guess.
Maybe. Very impressive, though. We had Driv Monkey in him saying, please use more of the xylophone. Please hit it more. Just give him some sounds. There you go. That's
You
for
want
you.
to hear this?
There you
Okay,
go.
cool. I will try it more.
Jenny and him saying, I still use the USB.
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
But the thing is there's now USB-A, the square one, and there's USB-C, which is the more common one. But these days, wires and connectors use a lot of C-type these days. But whenever I see a USB, it's never C-type, it's always A-type. I wonder why. Maybe because C-type is so flimsy, it will break.
Fragile somehow?
Maybe.
For some reason.
Juliet 님 saying, 궁금해. 퀴즈 풀고 싶어요. Just take a guess. Oh, she's on mute. That's why, of course.
Oh.
This is a good time to practice your lip reading. And then saying, 너무 재미있어 보여요. I hope you get to listen at some point. 소희님 saying, 컴퓨터에 있는 저장 모양 아이콘이 floppy disk 모양이라고 하더라고요. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. When you go to click save on a document, it's a little square. When you scroll the mouse up and click save, save as,
Yeah?
it's a floppy disk.
It is?
Yeah.
I've never noticed.
What did you think it was? Just a random icon, I guess. It's a floppy disk. It's the international, I guess, symbol for memory.
Symbol for memory.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah. English Wiki him saying USB is becoming much more common now. It's becoming the de facto standard. I know it is for cables. Maybe it is for USBs these days. I just don't see it that much. And when I go to some of the computer stores, a lot of them still use USB-A. So, All right, let's listen to our third question.
Yeah, it's an outdated office item.
I shine a light like to help everyone see. You might find me in a world, classroom, or a meeting.
Shine a bright light so they can... I know what it is. I was going to say...
but there are many things.
But I was going to say a torch at first, like a...
There are many things that
손전등, but it's not that. I know what it is. I think I know it, but I'm not going to say it.
You should not give any
I won't give
any
it.
more extra clues.
Is this before the days?
I was like kind of thinking like, should I put this clip first or this one first? How am I supposed to mix them?
Does it kind of look like a 백조? 백조처럼 생긴 기계인가요? 약간
Don't say.
목이 있는.
Don't
Okay.
say.
But let's listen to hint number 2.
Long ago, teachers used me before computers took over. I can make small things look big on a wall.
Okay. Now, we have messages. We have Drift Monkey and Benny Nim and Jenny Nim saying projector. But I don't think it's projector, is it? Is it projector?
I need a proper name.
There is a proper name. You're missing 2 words, right?
It's actually just 2 words.
Oh, it is just... Oh, really? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no. Okay.
It's 2 words.
Okay. Though, Drift Monkey and him saying
2 words.
those old projectors with the magnificent magnifying glass
You need to
type
put
of thing.
something else before that word.
There you go. English Wiki name. Oh, it is 1 word. I thought it was 2 words. He's an overhead projector. Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Let's listen to one more hint.
I'm not a TV, but I love showing pictures and words. Clear seat on my glass and boom, it is on the wall.
Brilliant hint. Put it on the glass and boom, it's on the wall. I think he's right. English Wiki name, that's what I was thinking. OHP, I think that's what they call it. Overhead projector. Is that the answer?
Overhead is 1 word and then projector. So yes, you're right.
Give us the ding.
Ooh.
There we go. Yay.
Nobody got wrong answers.
Well, 만학도 형님 just said beam projector, but
Beam
those
projector.
are quite good technology.
Yeah,
Those are like,
showing literally.
yeah, for sure. English Wiki name saying I used those when I first started teaching. Interesting. Okay.
Do you remember the first time you saw this overhead projector?
Yeah, when I was in school.
Right.
Did you use them in school? Yeah.
When I was very young.
Very
first,
young.
2nd grade. Yeah.
Oh, so very,
and then
very young.
sooner, I could not see them anymore. Was replaced by some other advanced technologies.
Beams, projectors. Effie, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for bringing us today's Buglishi challenge, and I look forward to next week.
Yeah, I'll try to make it harder.
Yeah, it was quite hard to do. But see you next week.
Thank you for enjoying it.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone, it is now time to wrap up the first half. Don't go anywhere, because we will be back very soon at 5. We're going to take a final song break of the first half, Pookie by 50/50.
너만 보면 super crazy. Oh my, 어떻게 survive? Don't shape 이건 G2 I never felt like this Cause I get what I want and I want what I get like every time Cause I glow when I roll out of bed no regrets I'm living my life 지루한 걱정 따윈 no more 이제는 없죠 lost I'm in nowhere Bookie in the morning I'm your bookie in the night 나만 보면 super crazy 두근두근 that's the vibe Don't matter what I do 하나 둘 셋 give me that cue Cause I'm your bookie 헷갈려도 아는 sign 터질 듯한 weekend turn a bad day to a good time 싫지 않지 all I gotta do is blow our keys even so tasty you can see 2A I never felt like this Cause I get what I want and I want what I get like every time Cause I glow when I roll out of bed no regrets I'm living my life 지겨울 걱정 따윈 no more 이제는 not I'm lost again with nowhere You're my bookie in the morning You're my bookie in the night 너만 보면 super crazy 두근두근 get the vibe No matter what I do
Your Bridge to the World. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
My school, my story. School reporters are bringing you the latest news from their campus. From April to December, the school reporters will cover all the exciting moments of school life, bringing you student voices, campus news, and special interviews. Catch the broadcast every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Don't miss the chance to hear our student stories on the School Reporters broadcast.
Welcome to Busan. Let me show you around. Here you can find the world's largest musical in-ground fountain and the world's only UN memorial cemetery. Stroll along the coast and explore the largest mountain fortress in Korea. As well as all this, there are so many tourist attractions, beautiful exhibitions, vibrant culture, convenient facilities, and delicious foods unique to Busan. With all the beauty and charm of the amazing city of Busan, you'll find yourself right at home in this ever-changing tourism paradise. So stay with us a while. Busan, your #1 tourist destination. Your home, away from home. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고. 힘차게 돌아가는 경제. 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
네, 안녕하세요. 올리비아입니다. 오늘은 외국인 친구들의 든든한 한국어 길잡이 선생님과 이야기를 나눠보겠습니다. 선생님 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Hello BFM listeners.
Oh my gosh.
네, 저는 40여 명의 자원봉사 선생님들과 50여 명의 외국인 학생들이 함께 1대1로 한국어 수업을 하고 있는 해운대 외국인 한국어 학당에서 17년째 봉사를 하고 있는 이기영입니다.
와. 반갑습니다.
네,
환영합니다.
반갑습니다.
부산 영어방송 엄청난 애청자라고.
네, 맞아요. 항상 외국인들 상대로 공부를 하고 수업을 해야 되니까 당연히 영어는 기본으로 해야 될 것 같아서 항상 듣고 있어요.
닉도 아세요?
그러면 그래서 너무 잘생기고 그리고 영어가 영국 사람인 것 같아요.
맞아요.
네, 신선하다고 그럴까? 재밌고 좋아요.
닉, 더 열심히 해야 되겠습니다, 닉.
네.
선생님 이제 17년 동안 자원봉사로 한국어를 알려주고 있다고. 언제부터 난 한국어 교육을 해야지
네.
라는 생각이 들었을까요?
오래전에 남편과 함께 미국 유학을 갔었어요. 그 당시는 영어를 제대로 못하잖아요. 81년도 1981년 학교에 미국 봉사자 할머니께서 찾아오셔가지고 저를 데리고 네, 일주일에 한 번씩 실생활 영어를 가르치시고 그렇게 해주셨어요. 그래서 그게 항상 너무너무 가슴에 감동을 받고 계속 있다가 이제 한국에 나와서 나도 그 할머니처럼 무엇인가를 해야 되지 않을까 하는 생각을 계속 가지고 있었어요. 2006년도에 외국인 결혼 이주 여성들이 많은 여성들이 외국에서 결혼한다고 들어왔었어요. 해운대구 자원봉사센터에서 그분들을 위해 한국어 교실을 열게 되었지요. 그래서 이제 그 소식을 듣고 나도 참여해야 되겠다 해서 그때부터 참여하게 되고 2008년부터는 지금까지 회장직을 맡고 있습니다.
부모님의 사랑만 내리사랑이 아니네요.
아, 그러면 할머니께서 더불어 연세 드신 할머니께서 직접 오셔가지고 데리고 여기저기 다니면서 또 집에 초대를 해서 같이 저녁도 대접해 주시고.
그러면 그때 받은 그 감동을 지금 17년 동안 함께하고 있는 한국어를 공부하신 분들도 그 마음도 느끼고 있겠네요.
그렇죠. 그래서 좀 더 열심히 해줘야 되겠다. 과연 내가 그 할머니처럼 제대로 하고 있나 항상 생각하면서 하고 있어요.
그럼 혹시 그렇게 17년 동안 자원봉사로 수업을 해오면서 좀 기억에 남는 이야기가 있다면?
베트남 학생이 처음 한국에 시집을 와서 너무 힘들어했어요. 내 한국 학당에 오면서 많이 마음도 밝아지고 공부도 열심히 해서 한국에 있는 대학원을 졸업을 해서 네, 학위를 따서 저희 학당에 선생님으로 다시 와서 선생님이 됐었어요. 네, 너무 좋죠. 네. 또 이제 외국인이 직장에 다니면서 한국어를 조금은 할 수 있지만 완벽하지가 못하니까 파트타임으로 직장에서 일을 했었어요. 그러다가 저희 한국 학당에서 많이 늘고 나서 풀타임으로 바뀌어져서 기쁜 일도 있고 좋습니다.
그런 학생들이 좋은 소식을 가지고 선생님 저처럼 한국어 배우고 싶어하는 친구들을 위해서 이제 다시 왔어요. 그 모습을 봤을 때 우리 선생님의 마음은 어떠셨어요?
너무 좋죠. 이렇게 해서 저 학생들이 저렇게 기쁜 마음을 가진다는 거 보면 너무너무 감동적이죠.
그러니까 표면적으로 보면 언어를 가르쳐 준 거지만 더 깊이 보면 그 사람의 인생이 달라진 거잖아요.
그렇죠. 언어라는 게 그런 거예요. 서로 나눔으로써 소통을 하면서 그 사람들과 감정을 교류할 수가 있어서 너무 좋아요.
이제 BFM 부산 영어방송 청취자분들에게 남기고 싶은 메시지가 있다면?
한국어는 아름다운 언어입니다. 한국의 문화와 역사, 사람들의 정서가 담겨 있습니다. 해운대 외국인 한국학당은 외국인들이 편하게 한국을 알아갈 수 있도록 돕고 있습니다. 많은 분들이 기억해 주시고 응원해 주시길 바랍니다. 도움이 필요할 때 언제든지 이야기해 주십시오.
좋아하는 영어 단어나 영어 표현이 있다면 무엇일까요, 선생님?
sharing하고 volunteering. 제가 나이가 70이 넘었어요. 70부터의 나이는 덤으로 얻는 것이라고 생각을 하고 있어요. 다른 사람들을 위해 열심히 즐겁게 봉사하면서 살아가고 싶습니다.
여러분 봉사합시다.
봉사합시다. 고맙습니다.
Thank you, Olivia, for bringing us today's On the Mic. And today we had Miss Lee Ki-young, who's head of the Haeundae Korean Language School for foreigners, who is apparently a big fan of our show. And said some very nice things. Thank you very much. It's lovely to hear those things from you. And I was very inspired by the way she conducts herself. She emphasizes sharing and volunteering. I especially loved what she said at the end, where, you know, after a certain age, everything I'm getting is just a bonus on top of everything else. So her favorite words are sharing and volunteering, giving back and helping other people, which is phenomenal. But she was inspired by a kind American woman who taught her English in 1981. And then she began teaching Korean in 2006. And over the past 17 years, she's helped many students, including a Vietnamese learner who later became a teacher at the same school. And she believes Korean is a beautiful language full of culture and emotion, and she's helping to support others in their Korean language journey. A really inspirational stuff. It was great to hear the voice of somebody who teaches Korean to foreigners, which is fantastic. And that's why I love this segment On the Mic, because we hear the voices of wonderful people who make up this wonderful city. Now we have some messages coming in. We have Ration-님, welcome to the show. Fantastic to see you. Saying, 이기영님 오랫동안 한국어 자원봉사를 하셨다니 대단하시네요. 앞으로도 건강하시고 뜻하시는 바 잘 되시길 바랍니다. It's very lovely of you to say. And I think it's fantastic to lend your time to help others learn your culture. I totally agree. Now the time is 5:07 in the afternoon. You might have noticed, I'm sure you've noticed, unless you've been inside with the curtains drawn all day or the curtains closed all day, it's quite bad weather out there. In fact, we do want to give you a quick notice. A strong wind advisory has been issued for Busan, with heavy rainfall expected. So please watch out for falling objects and avoid approaching hazardous areas. If you're walking, just be aware above you and around you. If you're driving, please be aware of lower visibility. Pedestrians might not be easily visible. So please be careful, everybody. Let's be safe on a day like this. Now, in the first half, we had Effie coming into the studio, and we were talking about objects in the office that are not used much these days. They kind of went obsolete. Nobody uses them, like the fax machine. We have 만학도 영어님 who doesn't work in an office, so they didn't really know what's used and what's not. They said 사무실 근무 경력이 없어서 사무실에서 무엇을 썼는지 지금은 왜 안 쓰는지 알 수가 없었어요. You know, I don't really have an office 사무실 life either. I never really did. The only way I know is through TV shows. And, you know, sometimes I see in the office in BFM that they've got the printers and the computers. I didn't see a fax. Is the fax machine next to the printer? Yeah. Okay, maybe I just didn't recognize. I just thought it was like a third printer or something like that. We had Nana님, welcome to the show, saying 이기영 회장님 대단하시네요 라고 하셨어요. I totally agree. A fantastic, very inspirational person. TV Jerry님, who is Olivia, who gave us the interview earlier, saying 이기현 선생님 최고, 엄지척. Thank you, Olivia, for bringing us this great interview. I look forward to every Thursday where Olivia brings us more great interviews. All right, everyone, the time is now 5:09 in the afternoon. Remember, you can message in at any time to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, KakaoTalk message, or YouTube Live comment. If you want to message in something but you're not quite sure what to say, you could answer the text topic, which is 나의 인생 영화는. 여러분의 인생 영화를 알려주세요. 이게 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. Send us your favorite movies of all time. And if you wanted some more things to say, coming up next, we do have Busan Quiz Master with your chance to win some fantastic prizes. All right, we're going to take a song break and then we'll be right back. We're going to listen to 주저하는 연인들을 위해 by 잔나비.
나는 읽기 쉬운 맘이야. 당신도 쓱 훑고 가셔요. 달랠 길 없는 외로운 마음 있지. 머물다 가셔요. 내게 긴 여운을 남겨줘요. 사랑을 해줘요. 할 수 있다면 그럴 수만 있다면 새하얀 빛으로 그댈 비춰줄게요. 그러다 밤이 찾아오면 우리 둘만의 비밀을 새겨요. 추억할 그 밤 위에 갈피를 꽂고선 난 몰래 펼쳐보아요. 자라나는 마음을 못 본 채 꺾어버릴 수 없네. 미련 남길 바엔 그리워 아픈 게 나. 서둘러 안겨본 그 품은 따스할 테니. 그러다 밤이 찾아오면 우리 둘만의 비밀을 새겨요. 추억할 그 밤 위에 갈피를 꽂고선 난 몰래 펼쳐보아요. 언젠가 또 그날이 온대도 우리 서둘러 뒤돌지 말아요. 마주보던 그대로 뒷걸음치면서 서로의 안녕을 보아요.
welcome back, everybody. It is now 5:14 in the afternoon. You're listening to For Your Busan, and my name is Nick. Now, we've got some messages coming in. We've got a message from Nim about today's text topic, which is, what is your favorite movie of all time? 나의 인생 영화는 무엇인가요? 님께서 안녕하세요. 저의 인생 영화는 Forrest Gump. 볼 때마다 눈물이 나옵니다. 특히 검프 엄마 돌아가실 때 하시는 말씀, 그건 네가 알아내야 해. 인생은 초콜릿 장자와 같은 거야. 뭐가 나올지 아무도 알 수 없단다. 너무 슬프고 많은 생각을 하게 됩니다. That is an iconic scene from an iconic movie. I do really like Forrest Gump. It's one of the movies I've watched it a couple of times because it's quite long. But it's so impactful because you see his whole life, right? Childhood to when he's an adult, the people he loses along the way, the issue with the woman he loves. It's a fantastic movie. Tom Hanks was in some great movies. I like that. I like that suggestion. Forrest Gump, great movie. All right, it is now time for your opportunity to send in more messages and this time win some prizes because it is time for Quiz Master. Every day we have a different quiz for you to do. Today is Thursday, which means it is time for Busan dialect. 부산 사투리 퀴즈입니다. Now, it's a unique dialect that Busan has. It's quite attractive. I think it's very attractive. It's very cool. It's very unique as well. Now, this is where you have to translate something into Busan 사투리 from a situation that I gave you. So, I'm going to give you the situation. 오늘은 표를 사거나 맛집을 방문하거나 혹은 화장실을 이용할 때 쓰이는 표현 하나를 부산 사투리로 한번 바꿔볼까 합니다. 여러분이 어딘가에 줄을 서 있습니다. 그때 누군가가 갑자기 새치기를 한다면 If you're waiting in a queue somewhere and somebody cuts in front of you, what do you say to them? You might say, Hey, I'm waiting in line here. 그럼 여기 줄 서야 합니다. 새치기 하지 마세요. 제 뒤로 줄을 서세요. 등등 이렇게 말할 수 있죠. In English you can say, Hey, buddy, get to the back of the line if you want to be aggressive. But not everything requires an aggressive response. Even though 새치기 or jumping in line is a very annoying thing when people do it. It doesn't matter who they are or how old they are. It's not very pleasant. 그래서 줄을 서 있는데 누군가가 새치기를 한다면 부산 사투리로 어떻게 이야기를 해줄 수 있을까요? 여러분만의 정겹고 반짝이는 아이디어로 부산 사투리를 보내주시면 됩니다. Now, 욕 없이 알려주세요. I know we all want to say something bad sometimes, but let's be decent folk in society and maybe 좀 참아, just kind of restrain and say something polite. Or you can say something aggressive. Just please don't swear. All right, send your messages to pound 9050, sharp 9050, which will cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or a YouTube live comment. Drift Monkey-nim already saying, I know what I'd say. Yeah, I think I know what you would say, Drift Monkey-nims. Don't think of that. Let's be polite here. All right. We're going to take a song break and we'll be back to hear your answers. This is Playlist by Taeyeon.
Listen to my favorite song 같이 듣고 싶어서 널 생각하며 담았어 우리 둘의 이야기 익숙함에 수줍어 내게 하지 못한 말 노랫말에 가득 담아 너에게 전부 들려주고 Play this song for me 내 마음이 들리니 우릴 닮은 멜로디 가만 귓가에 울리지 너도 느끼니 그때의 그날의 feeling Oh I love, oh I love, oh I love the way we flow Da 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 dee Oh I love, oh I love, oh I love the way we flow Da 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 dee Oh I love, oh I love, oh I love the way we flow 나의 모든 계절과 너의 모든 순간이 노래 담겨 그대로 남아 바람처럼 포근히 불어와 깨지 않을 꿈이 되어 with you 변치 않을 너를 불러주고파 play this song for me 내 맘이 들리니 우릴 닮은 멜로디 까만 귓가에 울리지 너도 느끼니 그때의 그날의 feeling Oh I love, oh I love, oh I love the way we flow La da da la da dee Oh I love, oh I love, oh I love the way we flow La da da la da dee Oh I love, oh I love, oh I love the way we flow
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:21 in the afternoon on quite a miserable Thursday, but nonetheless, I'm feeling good, and I hope you're doing well, staying dry and staying out of the rain and the bad weather. Now, we're in the middle of our Quizmaster segment. Today's quiz is 부산 사투리입니다. Busan dialect. 여러분이 어딘가에 줄을 서 있습니다. You went to get a ticket for something. Maybe you're waiting in line for the bathroom, or you're queuing for a 맛집, a really famous, popular restaurant these days. 그런데 그때 누군가가 갑자기 새치기를 한다면 어떻게 하실까요? If you're waiting in line and somebody cuts in front of you, what would you say to them? Now, normally you would say, 여기 줄 서야 합니다. 새치기 하지 마세요. 제 뒤를 줄을 서세요. 등등등 이렇게 말할 수 있죠. In English, if you want to be aggressive, you can be like, hey, bozo, get to the back of the line. Nobody says bozo these days. Bozo, that's a funny word. Bozo, B-O-Z-O. Bozo is kind of like, it's not bad, but it's kind of like, 야, 너, you know, kind of thing. 옛날 90년대 깡패 영화들에서 많이 나온 표현이었는데요. 요즘 사람들이 안 씁니다. No one uses that expression anymore. It's a funny word, though. I like the word bozo. If you want to start a fight, maybe call them bozo. We had 8997 Bundim saying, quite similar, saying 보소. It's kind of similar to bozo, isn't it? 보소, like, what are you doing? I like that. 8997 Bundim, thank you for your suggestion there. We have 1847 Bundim saying, 있잖아요. 줄 서 있는 거 안 보이십니까? That's good. Almost passive-aggressive. We have Youngnim, welcome to the show, saying Sound of Music was their 인생 영화. I guess lots of music in a movie helps you remember it, right? 아직도 기억나네요라고 하셨어요. Thank you for letting us know that. We also have 황 작가님 saying 새치기 할 때 사투리 잠시만요. 진행 스텝인데 좀 들어갈게. How do you say that, UPD? 들어갈게. If I read that, I'm like 들어갈게. 들어갈게. That's good. I butchered that one. Thank you, 황 작가님. That sounds like real like 진한 사투리. 만학도 형은 냄새 줄 선 거 안 보입니까? 저짝 끈티가 서 있어. What does that mean? 끈티 끝에. It's you know what, with 사투리 it kind of looks almost Korean, and it is Korean. It looks like almost like 표준어, but it's like warped a little bit. I like that. 저짝 끈티가 서 있어. I like that one. I'm learning a lot today. Variation님 saying 보소. 한마디에 모든 의미가 담겨 있는 것 같아요. I think that's too. We had 8997 번님 also saying 보소. I would say that, but I think isn't that kind of like aggressive? You go 보소. Kind of rude, isn't it? Would you say that? What would you say as a 부산 사람? 뒤로 가라고. 잠시만, too polite. UPD is just too polite. 잠시만요. Yeah, you gotta be nice. Yeah. 황 작가님 saying, 새치기 하는 사람한테 쓰는 거네요. Oh, were you just thinking about to? Okay. You were talking about a different situation. No worries. Now, they sent a lot of ones. I don't think I can read that without practicing that first. We have 5271 Bundim saying, 저기에 잠시만요. Very polite. There's a mix of polite people and aggressive people. Aggressive is cool too. I think I would be tempted to be aggressive. 1847번님 sending another one saying 뒤로 서라 하와이. 네가 서라 하와이. I like that. 1847번님 sounds like quite an aggressive person, but that's good. Sometimes you got to put these people in their place. All right, everyone, keep sending me your 사투리 suggestions to #9050, 샵 9050, should cost you 101, KakaoTalk message or YouTube live message. If somebody butts in the line, what do you say in 사투리? We're going to take a song break and then we will be right back. This is Jogging by Lucy.
떠난다면 홀로 어딜 가고 싶은가요? 그 한숨 돌릴 새도 없이 또 내 세상은 빙글빙글 돌아가 반대로 내가 가고 싶은 대로 만난다면 그저 틀린 길만 나올까 오늘도 우린 쉬지 않고 달렸잖아 그러다 머리 핀 거라 동네 한번 빈 거라 너는 빛보다 급하게 가지마 그렇게 머물러줘 푸른 바람처럼 그런 너의 길을 뻐근하고 오늘따라 괜히 나른하죠 같은 일상 속에서 하루에 날 위한 시간은 얼마나 있을까 반대로 내가 가고 싶은 대로 만난다면 그저 틀린 길은 아닐걸 오늘도 우린 쉬지 않고 달렸잖아 그러다 머리 핀 거라 동네 한번 빈 거라 너는 빛보다 급하게 가지마 그렇게 머물러줘 내일을 그리던 날 잃어버리고 있다면 그럼 그댄 행복하다 할 수 있나요 지금까지 하고 싶은 것들 바래왔던 것들 전부 잊고 있던 너잖아 이제 너를 힘들게 하지마 더는 안 가 흐린 길로 돌아가 넌 푸른 빛을 따라 한 번 더 뛸 수 있다면 그때 너의 마음이 닿는 곳까지 달려가고 있기를
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. My name is Nick, and it's 5:28 in the afternoon. We're in the final moments of our Quizmaster segment. Today is Busan 사투리, Busan dialect corner, and we're asking you to send us your 사투리 versions of what you say when somebody jumps in the queue in front of you. Whether you're queuing for the subway, the toilets, or maybe a nice restaurant. If someone just butts in, you want to say something to them. So we're receiving your 사투리 versions of what you would say in that situation. Now, 황 작가님 came up with a very, I want to say creative one. I like it. Saying say 야야 네 이리 오봐라. 네가 지금 자다 일 낳는 감는데 완전 북 차고 싶은 거 아니면 똑바로 해라. That's good. That's really good. Now I would never use that, but I would think it because it's like a violent threat, isn't it? So I wouldn't suggest using that unless you're sure the other person is going to back down and, say, I'm sorry. But I would definitely be thinking something like that, 황 작가님. And then saying, 새치기 하는 사람 너무 얄미워요. Totally agree. I agree. And it seems a lot of people think that. We had 조현철님 as well. I like this one too. I like how people feel strongly about this topic. 조현철님께서 니만 다리 아프나? 나도 다리 아프다. 줄 서라. Oh, I love that. That's good. Kind of, sometimes people say, oh, I need to get on first. I'm aching. My leg is injured or whatever. You're not the only person in this world. My leg could be hurting as well. So there you go. 최승님 saying 줄 잘 보고 서야지. That's very polite. I know 최승님 is a very polite person, so I can imagine you using something like this. That's good. I think I'm learning about people right now. I'm learning about what the aggressors are and who the passive people are. But it's fine. I don't judge. And then 황 작가님 saying 사실 저 사투리 안 쓰는데 막 나오네. If you're a Busan person, I guess it's ingrained into your DNA, right? You've heard your parents and your grandparents say it your whole life. So when you're feeling raw emotion, when you're speaking from instinct, right? 본능적으로 얘기한다면 사투리가 막 나올 것 같아요. That's really cool. Okay, we had a lot, very interesting ones, very creative ones, but it's time to choose a winner for the coffee coupon. Who is going to receive it? Oh, wait a minute. We have a couple more. Let me receive a couple more before we announce the winner. We have Stella Nin, welcome to the show, saying 여기 안 보이나? 줄 선 거. 퍼뜩 가서 줄 서라. Oh, I like it. That's good. It's kind of low-level aggressive. I feel like you should say that in a kind of gritty, undertoned voice. Threatening, but not loud. I like that, Stella Nim. Thank you very much. Minji Nim as well, coming in with their suggestion, saying 보소 어디 끼어드니 어디 끼어드니 what does that say? 어디 끼 I can't read that. 어디 끼어드요? What does that mean? 어디 끼어들어요? 왜 끼어들어요? I was kind of guessing that. It's hard to read. I've never read that before. 먼지와 서 있는 먼저? Is that 사투리 먼지 or is that 오타? I'll read it how it is. 제가 그대로 읽겠습니다. 먼지와 서 있는 사람은 뭐예요? 눈 뜨고 보는겨? Okay. That was hard to read, 민지님, but thank you. I'm sorry that I butchered that. I like that. I'm going to have to learn 어디 끼어드요. 끼어드요. I like that. Okay. We have a winner. We have a winner chicken dinner. But the winner will not receive chicken. 5271번님께 드리겠습니다. 5271번님. Yes, 축하드립니다. Well done. You get the coffee coupon. Hopefully it'll make you feel better. If somebody cuts in line in front of you, you can drink it. You can drink it and just calm down a little bit. Oh, that was fun. That was always fun. I like learning about Busan 사투리. This is where I learn from everybody, all of my listeners and our producer as well. Great stuff. Now the time is 5:32 in the afternoon. Hope you're having a good day so far. Message in at any time. Feel free to send more 사투리 or your favorite movies. We'll be back after a logo break.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:33 in the afternoon on a Thursday, miserable Thursday, but to brighten things up, that's the second time I've used that for a guest today, but to brighten things up is our ray of sunshine, Matthew. Hello.
I've never been introduced as a ray of sunshine before, so
I think
you just made my day, honestly.
Okay.
That's the best introduction I've ever received.
Ray of sunshine, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Earlier I was teaching, and as I was teaching, like thunder
really
hit, but that's good.
Yeah.
Because the class wakes up,
Okay.
Like, so everybody suddenly, because just rain kind of quiets things down. But we got a little thunder, and then everybody got a little energy.
정신 차려. Yeah.
And I love a good thunderstorm, so.
Right. Are you the kind of person that likes to sleep to rain and thunder if you can't sleep? Do you listen to those ASMR noises?
Not really, no.
You don't? You just like it?
No, I just like the thunderstorm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I love to listen to a bit of rain and thunder as I sleep.
Okay.
But that's just me. Anyway, before we move into today's segment, I want to ask you today's text topic.
Okay.
The question is, what is your 인생 영화, your best movie of all time? Favorite movie of all time?
Best movie of all time. Can I do two?
You can do two. Or you can do up to three if you want.
I'm going to do two.
Okay, go on.
So, number one, it's called In the Name of the Father.
Okay.
It's like early 90s, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
It's about Ireland.
Okay.
It's a very serious movie.
Like Catholic themes?
Well, no, he's he's accused of being an IRA terrorist.
Right.
But he's put into British prison.
Okay.
And then eventually he gets off. But it's a fantastic movie. Great acting.
An emotional movie, I would assume.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Okay.
In the Name of the Father.
Okay.
More lighthearted. I love The Big Lebowski.
Oh, okay.
Do you know The Big Lebowski?
I know of The Big Lebowski.
You
Never
have to
seen
watch
it, but I know people always talk about it.
Okay. I won't try to explain the plot, but it's just a great movie. A lot of fun. Very lighthearted.
Okay. Something to balance off In the Name of the Father.
Yeah, so In the Name of the Father, The Big Lebowski. I love them.
I take it these two movies are not things you can watch with your kids?
Neither.
No. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah. Actually, I did watch In the Name of the Father as a kid. There's a lot of the F word.
Okay.
But there's so many of them that after a while, it starts to wash over you.
Desensitized to
Yeah,
it.
so,
Fair enough. Add that one to your list, everybody.
Right.
We've got Benny saying, Matthew, hello, waving you in. Now, this is a segment where you come in and you talk about international family life in Korea from your perspective, a US citizen.
Yeah.
You are a US citizen now.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah. Lots of interesting stuff. Last week we talked a bit about sports and how maybe your multicultural kids, they don't know who to support in times.
Yeah.
Interesting topic. I'm looking forward to what we're going to go over today.
So today is going to be fairly different. So I'm going to turn back the clock to 2011.
Okay.
And talk about when I got engaged.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You were married, right?
I am married.
So you got engaged.
I was just out of university in 2011.
Okay.
Fresh out of getting my... Was I? No, 2012 I graduated.
Okay.
But I was living it up in the UK.
Okay. So anyway, I asked my wife to marry me during the summer of 2011. But I'm not going to talk about that.
Oh, come on.
Well, maybe we can talk about that later.
Juicy.
Because after asking my wife to marry me, and she said yes, fortunately, there was another person I had to ask. Do you know who that would be?
Second. I'm kidding. I don't know who.
No, I had to ask her dad.
Oh, of course. Wait a minute. After you asked her?
See, yeah.
Oh.
Because... No.
Well, this is only there's no right or wrong. We're going to stay. There's no right or wrong. It's only individual experiences. But you asked her father after you asked your wife.
Right.
Okay.
Because I kind of wanted a yes. See, this is kind of the multicultural dimension.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to know she had said yes before asking him. But anyway, so in America, asking the father, it's like a tradition.
Yeah.
And it's a sign of respect and it's courtesy. But I think, honestly, you're not actually asking for permission.
Right. You're just showing respect.
You're showing respect. You're getting a blessing, like 축복 받는 거. But the father can't actually say no.
Well, that's the thing. If, hypothetically, the dad went, no.
No.
Would you be like, would you try again? Or would you be blunt and say, well, I'm marrying her anyway? Or would you maybe talk to your fiancé and try?
Well, I'd like, you deal with it. Well, respectfully.
Yeah.
I mean, we are getting married, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's more of a kind of a tradition.
Right.
The thing is, in Korea, I was a little concerned because I thought parents actually had more influence. Like they could actually say,
I do know.
No.
There is anecdotal evidence.
Yeah?
I have friends who have dated, Korean people, and it was going well until the parents disapproved, and then they broke up because, the girl or the guy or whatever couldn't really say no to their parents.
Right.
And so I've had quite a few of those friends who have broken up like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but you thankfully weren't in that boat.
Right.
I wasn't in that boat.
Yeah. And I thought, because I'm an American,
Yeah.
it is also a bit more complicated than just asking.
Right.
The other problem that kind of stressed me out at that moment, in 2011, my Korean was not as good as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And her parents don't speak Korean. They don't speak English. Sorry, they speak Korean. So the whole conversation had to be in Korean.
Yeah.
So A, I was worried, what if he says no? And B, how good's my Korean going to be? So I was very nervous about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But, sorry, before that day,
Getting
my
nervous
wife,
now, I guess, just thinking about it.
she gave me some tips and she helped me
All right.
practice my speech.
Yeah.
Okay, so she helped me out. But on the day I planned to go talk to her dad,
Mm-hmm.
it was very hot. And it was very humid summer day in Busan.
Sweating now.
We'll get to this. We'll get to
Okay,
this.
I can imagine it already.
So my wife's parents, they live in Choryangdong. Do you know where Choryang is?
Yeah, we talked about it the other day. On the way to Busan역, right? On the way to Nampo.
Like Busanyeok is kind of in Choryangdong.
Right.
And then behind Busanyeok, like up on the mountain, that's Choryangdong.
Okay.
So they lived up on the mountain.
Okay.
Okay. So at that time, I didn't have a car. So I took the subway to Busan Station. And my wife, she told me to buy some presents, buy some gifts. So I got like the juice pack.
Oh.
You know those juice packs where there's like a 6-pack of orange juice
Right.
and grape juice? So I got 2 of them.
That's great.
Right? 성크게, like be generous.
Yeah.
But I was also wearing a suit, right?
Wow.
Because when you meet the dad, when you ask, you want to look presentable. Okay, so I've got 2 of these big juice packs. I'm wearing my suit, and I realize, all right, now I have to walk up this enormous hill to her parents' house
Okay.
from Busan Station.
There were no Maol buses in the site.
No, there are no mile, but you go way around.
All right then.
Okay, so, but I like hiking, so I'm like, all right, this will be okay. Start walking up the hill. And about 2 minutes up the hill, I can feel the sweat slowly building up. And I keep going up the hill, and I'm getting sweatier and sweatier. And I'm beginning to become terrified.
Okay.
Well, not terrified, but embarrassed.
Because you're sweating
Because
so
I
much.
know when I arrive, I'm just going to be an absolute puddle.
You didn't crack open one of the juices on the way up, did you?
That wouldn't help. No, because you can't open the...
Just open the
Here's my
packet,
present.
drink
I
half of
opened
it and
one.
put it back. That would
Okay.
have been something. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm also a big sweater. So by sweater, I mean person who sweats a lot.
Right.
Dom money who you.
Right.
All right. So I get all the way up there, get to their house, knock on the door, and my now mother-in-law opens the door. And I'm standing there, and she's like, Tambora. Right? Look at all this sweat.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Anyway, my mother-in-law, she's very, very attentive. She's a very caring person. So she immediately made me sit down, start drinking water, and she's like, oh, you can't wear these clothes because I'm wearing my suit.
Yeah.
So, all right, so, and the father-in-law who was waiting for me because they knew I was coming. So I'm like, take off all my clothes, and I go get one of his shirts, okay? So, all right, and I'm drinking water. Now I'm wearing my father-in-law's clothes.
Yeah.
And then we get all ready, and now finally I get to do my big speech that I've been preparing.
Okay. How'd it go?
Okay. In my head, I was in my nice suit.
Right.
So it was embarrassed, but I worked my way through it. He's a nice guy. We had met, I think, once or twice before. And he was very kind of generous.
With his clothes as well.
With his clothes.
Yeah.
But, oh my goodness, it was not the way I imagined it. So, my tip for everybody, if you're ever going to do this speech for your future father-in-law, plan ahead.
Okay.
Think about it.
Take
All right, because
transportation.
I did not do it properly.
But regardless of that, even though you had to borrow his clothes and
Yep.
they saw you in a drenched state,
Yep.
I assume they said, of course.
They did say, of course.
And they were happy to it? There were any reservations? Or?
Oh, no. They, I mean, her mom I had met several times,
Yeah.
and she liked me. So I wasn't nervous about getting a no. I just wanted to do it properly. You know what I mean?
I'm curious. In the US, when do you ask the parents for permission, or do you ask the parents for permission? Is it usually before you ask for the wife's hand, or is it after?
So I would say before.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Things might be different these days.
Right.
Like, is this a tradition that's dying off? What? How about England?
Well, in England, you just get married, and then after you get married, you might call the parents and say, hey, by the way, we're getting married, you know.
Afterwards.
No, I'm just kidding. Not after
okay,
marriage,
right.
but usually, I had never heard of people asking for permission.
Really?
Usually, you just, because in my head, where I grew up, it was, well, it's me and another independent human being are,
right.
Mutually deciding to spend our lives together. And, the parents, it was just a polite gesture to let them know that I'm marrying their daughter after. So that was how I used to think. Like,
okay.
Maybe you'd tell the parents later after asking for their hand.
Okay.
But in Korea, it's different. I was told that you should always ask before.
Before.
As a sign of respect. So before I officially asked my fiance back then to marry me, I went to the parents, did the whole flower thing, wrote a letter,
you wrote a letter?
Yeah, like to read and look formal, and then they said yes, of course.
Okay.
But I did it before. Yeah. But, yours worked.
So,
yours worked.
Here's my question, though. Did your wife know you went there?
Yes. She helped me coordinate.
Okay. So technically, it was before.
We knew we wanted to get married, but the official proposal wasn't done at that point.
Okay.
Well, wait, what about you, PD? Do you ask the parent, or do you think the husband should ask the parents before he asks you, or after is okay?
I think after.
After is okay?
After is okay.
Okay.
Both of us agree.
Okay. Then I guess it's habata. It's like...
See, I think it'd be worse if you asked the father and he said okay.
Yeah.
And then you asked your future wife and she said no.
No.
And then you're like, well, that was ridiculous.
Then you go to the father and go, hey, help me out here, please.
She said no.
I think
I got permission.
A coordination is definitely needed right there. Anyway, regardless of when you do it, it's difficult. It's difficult. And apparently... I'm finding out now, in Korea, sometimes when we don't get parents' permission, there are people who, they give up marriage. Right? Wow. So they don't do the marriage, I guess, if they don't get parents' permission first.
Okay, still.
Yeah. So, it's end of the day, it's whatever your situation is. Some people are more conservative, some people are more, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all down to your personal preferences, of course. So, that's quite a story, Matthew.
Yeah.
That was quite a story. Now, I guess parents' roles in marriages, I think they play a huge role in Korea. In the US, do they play a big role? Like when it comes?
No, I think in the US, it's more if you want the parents to be involved, they can be very involved.
Okay.
So, like, for example, my second sister lives right near my parents. And my parents are very, very involved with her family. Whereas
proximity.
Yeah. Whereas my other brothers and sisters, they live in different cities.
Right.
So they're not nearly as involved.
Right.
But I also think in America, you kind of have to ask permission. My parents, right? They're always kind of like, we don't want to intrude.
Yeah.
Whereas in Korea, I think it's a bit more assumed.
Do you live close to your in-laws right now?
Not really, no.
Okay. So
they live in, as I said, Choryangdong.
Yeah.
We live in near Gwangali.
Oh, you were both in Busan then?
We are both in Busan.
Are they quite hands-off, or do they give you freedom, or do they like to come round and just enter your door code and just come on in?
So they're very different. My mother-in-law, she's very hands-on. My father-in-law is very hands-off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, creates some tension.
We've been married for over 10 years. Have you gotten used to it?
There's some things I've gotten very used to. There's some things I'll never get used to.
Okay.
But, I mean, these are things we could talk about in future episodes. But, yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to the kids and what they wear. You know, me and my mother-in-law, we have very good relationship in general, but there's just certain things.
Clothes.
I'm like, the children cannot wear those clothes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, so what do you dress them up in?
Cool.
They're
stylish, casual, where kind of, do you know the traditional thing where Korean kids wear bright colors?
Okay.
Because it looks festive.
Yeah.
Right? She loves these
bright
outfits.
You
I'm
think
like,
they're kind
people
of
are going to hurt their eyes.
okay?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, mate, they're your kids. Well, they're independent human beings, of course, but you know, I think you should be able to dress them up in cool stuff. If I was a kid, I would not like to be personally dressed up in bright colors. That's just me. So I would want cool dad's fashion coming in there.
So you're on my side.
I think I
All
would
right.
be.
I hope my mother-in-law's
I like
listening
cool
to this.
stuff, cool
that
stuff.
DJ Nick agrees with me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lots of interesting stuff talking about international marriages, things with the in-laws asking for permission. It's something that many of us go through, even non-international marriages, right? The in-laws play a huge role in some cases.
Absolutely.
Matthew, thank you so much for bringing your insight and your story with us today. I look forward to next week to hear more.
Okay. All right. See you guys next week. Hope you have your umbrellas.
Yes. Is it still raining outside?
It is still raining. It's raining heavily, actually.
Oh dear. Thank you very much, Matthew.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a quick song break and then we'll be right back. This is Perfect Night by Lesera Pim.
Me and my girlies, we gon' party till it's early. Got me feeling otherworldly tonight. Caught in some traffic, but the radio was blasting. Drop a red light and we're saying goodbye. Ooh, like the morning, feel like magic. I got all I need, you know nothing else can beat the way that I feel when I'm dancing with my girls. Perfect energy, yeah, we flawless, yeah, we free. There's no better feeling in the whole wide world. Tonight, I don't care what's wrong or right. Don't stop blowing up my line. I came at 11:59, but nothing comes after midnight. Come and take a ride with me. I got a credit card and some good company. Some come through, but the fit real good. Why use this type of running way? Lean on you, babe. Ooh, night to morning, live slow motion. I got all I need, you know nothing else can beat the way that I feel when I'm dancing with my girls. Perfect energy, yeah, we flawless, yeah, we free. There's no better feeling in the whole wide world. Tonight, I don't care what's wrong or right. Don't stop blowing on my line. I care at 11:59, but nothing comes after midnight. By the morning, feel like magic. I got all I need, you know nothing else can beat the way that I feel when I'm dancing with my girls. Perfect energy, yeah, we flawless, yeah, we free. There's no better feeling in the whole wide world. Tonight, I don't care what's wrong or right. Don't stop blowing up my line. I can't wait 11:59. Don't stop blowing up my line.
That was Perfect Night by Lesera Pim. Welcome back, everyone, to the show. I'm hoping it will be a more perfect night, considering the weather has been pretty bad all day. We can only hope and pray for a perfect night. Now, the time is 5:52 in the afternoon. We've got to wrap things up. Before I do wrap up, though, a strong wind advisory has been issued for Busan, so be careful of heavy rain and watch out for falling objects. On top of the bad weather, it's getting darker, of course. So please be aware. Visibility is low. Watch for people. Watch for cars. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow for Friday's episode, the day before the long weekend day. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. The show was produced by Kim Yoon and written by Hong Kyung-hwa. I've been your host, Nick, and our final song is Heal the World by Michael Jackson.
It was brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and There's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. If we try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. There are dreams, we stop existing and start living. Then it feels that always love's enough for us growing.